My father told me I had until the end of the week to pay him back $600, or I'd be living on the streets, but what he didn't know was that I had proof receipts he couldn't ignore, and when I finally revealed them, everything changed. If you've ever dreamed of serving justice to someone who thought they had total control over you, hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up. This isn't just a story about money, it's about taking back power from the person who thought they could scare me into silence. I had just turned 19. My birthday should have been a small celebration, a chance to forget the stress of my life for a moment I had saved for months. Every dollar from part-time jobs, every tip from late-night shifts. It wasn't much, just about $900. But to me, it was freedom, so I did something. For myself, I went on a shopping spree, clothes that actually fit, a pair of shoes that weren't falling apart, even a little makeup to remind myself that I was more than just a paycheck-to-paycheck teenager by the end of the spree. I had a couple hundred left over enough for emergencies, but my happiness was short-lived because looming over me was the $600 I still owed my father originally. It had been $800 and I'd been paying him back in small amounts whenever I could. I wasn't irresponsible. I had an envelope with receipts for every payment still. When he found out I'd spent money on myself, his face turned red. "You spent it? On clothes? While you still owe me?" He barked, his voice echoing through the house. I froze, clutching the shopping bag handles like they might shield me. "I've been paying you back," I said quietly. "You know that?" But he wasn't listening. His eyes narrowed, lips curling into a sneer. "You've got until Friday." He snapped, "All 600 if you don't. You're out for real this time." And the way he said it, cold, final sent a wave of terror through me. That night, I sat in my room, staring at the neatly stacked envelopes of payment slips, proof that I wasn't some deadbeat kid, proof that I was trying. But proof meant nothing if he refused to acknowledge I could hear him downstairs on the phone, his voice dripping with fake charm as he laughed with a friend. The same man who had just threatened to throw me onto the streets was now playing the role of the hardworking, responsible dad. It made my stomach turn all weak. The tension escalated. Every time we crossed paths, he'd mutter things like, "Better start packing," or "You'll learn to respect money when you've got nothing." One night, he even tossed a black trash bag into my room and said, "Might as well get a head start." My hands trembled with rage. The injustice burned me alive because I wasn't the irresponsible one. He borrowed money from me before, promised to pay it back later, and of course never did. He was the hypocrite in this story, but to everyone else, he was the respectable father with a struggling daughter, and that's when it hit me. He cared more about appearances than anything. His reputation was his armor. The final straw came Thursday night. I overheard him on the phone with my aunt, telling her that I was lazy, entitled, and wasting his money, that I had blown his hard-earned cash on useless junk. That lie. It snapped something in Memi's chest, tightened, but instead of crying, I felt this icy clarity settle in. If he wanted to play games with money, fine, but I wasn't going to be the powerless little girl he could threaten anymore. The next day, I gathered every single payment slip, every receipt, every note I'd written. I handed him money, neatly stacked, dated, and undeniable. Then I went to my aunt when she opened the door. She looked surprised. "What's wrong, honey?" I swallowed hard. "Dad said I owe him 600. He told me he'll kick me out if I don't pay it by tomorrow." Her eyes widened. "What? But haven't you been paying him already?" That was my moment. I pulled out the envelope and spread the slips across her kitchen table like playing cards. Her face shifted from confusion to horror to anger. "He told me you never pay him a dime," and just like that, the false calm shattered because now I knew. It wasn't just about money. He was deliberately lying to make me look bad. My aunt hugged me tightly, whispering, "Don't worry, he's not going to get away with this." Together, we crafted a plan. She would confront him, with me there, armed with the receipts. Friday night came the deadline. My father sat in the living room, remote in hand, smirk already plastered across his face. "Well," he said without looking at me, "got my money, or are you packing tonight?" My heart hammered, but I forced my voice steady. "Actually, I do have something for you." I placed the thick envelope of receipts on the coffee table, one by one. I slid them out, dates, amounts, his signature proof. His smirk faltered. "What the hell is this?" He muttered. "That's every payment I've made to you." I said, "All documented, and Aunt Linda has seen them too." Right on cue. My aunt stepped into the room. "I can't believe you, brother, lying about your own daughter to make her look bad, threatening to throw her out when she's been paying you all along." His face went pale. "Linda, you don't understand." "Oh, I understand perfectly." She cut him off. "You've been pocketing her money and playing the victim. Everyone's going to know the truth now." The room erupted. He stood, fists clenched, sputtering excuses that fell flat against the undeniable evidence spread across the table. For the first time, I watched the power shift. His arrogance cracked, his control slipping away with every word my aunt fired at him. "Should be ashamed," she spat, "threatening your own child when she's done nothing but try to do right by you." He slammed his fist on the table. But it didn't matter anymore. The truth was out. His reputation, the thing he valued more than anything, was now at risk, and he knew it. His voice dropped, weak and defeated. "Fine, keep your damn room. I don't want the money." But it was too late. I had went later that night. I sat in my room, staring at the quiet house. For the first time in weeks, I felt calm. Revenge wasn't about making him suffer. It was about proving that he couldn't scare me anymore, that his lies, his manipulation, had no power when faced with the truth. And in that moment, I realized something even more powerful. Sometimes the best revenge isn't destruction, it's exposure. If the story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? Don't forget to subscribe for more Reddit revenge stories that will keep you hooked until the very end.